Tajikistan is a breathtaking country in Central Asia, where dramatic mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and ancient Silk Road history blend together in a way that feels almost untouched by time. This nation is over 90% covered by rugged mountain ranges, making it one of the most visually striking destinations on Earth for adventure seekers and culture lovers. The people of Tajikistan are warm, welcoming, and known for their incredible hospitality rooted in Persian heritage and deep tradition. The official language is Tajik, closely related to Persian, and the local culture is shaped by centuries of poetry, music, and storytelling. Travelers often describe Tajikistan as a place where nature feels pure and raw, and life moves at a peaceful rhythm, far from the noise of modern cities. Its capital city, Dushanbe, is a blend of wide boulevards, traditional tea houses, and impressive national monuments that reflect both Soviet-era architecture and Persian influence. Tajikistan is also home to the legendary Pamir Mountains, often called the roof of the world. These high-altitude landscapes attract explorers, photographers, and spiritual travelers from around the globe. Throughout the country, ancient fortresses, remote villages, and sacred pilgrimage sites reveal stories of the Silk Road era, when traders from China, Persia, and the Middle East crossed these same valleys with caravans of silk and spices. What makes Tajikistan stand out is not just its scenery, but its rare authenticity. It is one of the few countries where the local lifestyle and traditions have remained largely preserved. Whether someone is interested in majestic natural views, high-altitude road journeys, historic architecture, or deep cultural experiences, Tajikistan offers a sense of discovery that feels real and unfiltered. The Pamir Highway is one of the most dramatic road journeys in the entire world, passing through the heart of the Pamir Mountains where nature feels powerful, silent, and untouched. This route takes travelers across immense high-altitude landscapes filled with lifeless beauty, sharp ridgelines, and endless horizons that create a feeling of complete freedom. The journey is not about cities or modern convenience, but about raw earth and ancient geography. The road crosses remote valleys where the wind is the only sound, and the air is thin and incredibly pure. Many travelers say this highway feels more like traveling across the surface of another planet than driving on Earth. Along the way, small Pamiri villages appear between rocky mountains. The people here live a peaceful rural life, shaped by tradition, homemade food, and strong community bonds. Guests are often invited into local homes to drink tea, eat fresh bread, and share simple but heartfelt hospitality. In several stretches, the road runs right next to the narrow river that separates Tajikistan from Afghanistan. Travelers witness mud brick villages and traditional life across the river, creating a surreal view of two cultures existing side by side in isolation. The Pamir Highway is more than a road trip. It is a journey of silence, raw landscapes, and human connection at the edge of civilization. It is ideal for explorers who search for pure nature and experiences that feel completely untouched by modern life. The Iskanderkul Lake is one of the most beautiful and peaceful alpine lakes in Tajikistan, surrounded by majestic mountains of the Fann Range. The water has a stunning turquoise color that changes with the light of the sun, giving the lake an almost magical appearance. It is named after Alexander the Great, as local legends say his horse once drank from this very lake during his journey through Central Asia. The atmosphere around Iskanderkul is calm and serene, making it a perfect place for nature lovers and photographers. The reflections of the mountains on the still water create breathtaking views, especially during sunrise and sunset when the sky turns golden and soft. The air is fresh, the sound of nature is gentle, and everything feels peaceful and untouched. Not far from the lake, there is a powerful waterfall often called the Niagara of Tajikistan. The sound of the rushing water echoes between the rocky cliffs, creating an impressive natural experience. Nearby walking trails lead through small forests and rocky viewpoints, offering panoramic views of the entire landscape. Iskanderkul Lake is not only a place of natural beauty, but also a place full of local legends and cultural stories. It is one of the most iconic destinations in Tajikistan for anyone who wants to experience untouched mountain scenery, calm atmosphere, and the spirit of ancient Silk Road history. The Fann Mountains are a spectacular mountain range in the northwest of Tajikistan, known for their sharp peaks, blue lakes, and peaceful alpine valleys. This region feels like a hidden paradise where nature shows its purest form. The mountains rise dramatically above crystal clear waters, creating scenery that feels both wild and harmonious. The area is perfect for hiking, camping, and photography, offering countless trails that pass through meadows filled with wildflowers and high mountain passes with incredible views. The air is cool and clean, and each turn of the path reveals another breathtaking landscape. Travelers often describe the Fann Mountains as a place where time slows down and every moment feels connected to nature. Scattered throughout the valleys are small villages where local families live in traditional stone houses. Visitors are often welcomed with warm smiles, fresh tea, and homemade bread. The people here live a simple but beautiful life, surrounded by the silence and power of the mountains. The lakes of the Fann Mountains are some of the most stunning in Central Asia. Their colors range from deep blue to bright turquoise, reflecting the surrounding peaks like mirrors. The calm waters, the crisp air, and the distant sound of wind through the rocks create a sense of deep peace and awe. The Fann Mountains are more than just a destination. They are a place of connection, adventure, and pure natural beauty that stays in memory long after the journey ends. The 7 lakes of Tajikistan, also known locally as the Haft-Kul, are a chain of mountain lakes hidden deep in the western part of the Pamir Highway region. Each lake has a different shade of blue or green, and the colors change with the light and weather, making the entire valley look like a living painting. The journey to these lakes is just as stunning as the destination, with winding mountain roads, peaceful rivers, and small traditional villages along the way. The atmosphere around the 7 lakes is calm and untouched, surrounded by tall cliffs and quiet valleys where nature feels pure and undisturbed. The water in the lakes is crystal clear, reflecting the rugged peaks above them like glass. Each lake has its own character. Some are bright turquoise, some are emerald green, and some turn golden during sunset. Local families live in simple stone houses near the lakes, and many visitors are invited to share tea, fresh bread, and homemade apricot jam. The people here are warm and welcoming, living close to nature and preserving old traditions. Travelers often describe the experience as peaceful, slow, and deeply authentic. The 7 lakes are perfect for nature lovers, photographers, and travelers who seek quiet moments away from cities. It is not just about seeing beautiful landscapes, but about feeling the calm rhythm of mountain life. Dushanbe city center. Dushanbe, the capital city of Tajikistan, has a charming city center where modern life and traditional culture exist side by side. Wide tree-lined boulevards, elegant fountains, and open public squares create a relaxed atmosphere that feels welcoming and peaceful. The city is clean, well-organized, and filled with greenery, giving it a calm and refreshing vibe. In the heart of the city, travelers can see impressive national monuments, grand government buildings, and cultural landmarks that reflect both Tajik heritage and Soviet-era architecture. Beautiful parks with walking paths and flower gardens make the city center feel like an open-air living room where families stroll in the evening and friends gather for conversations. Traditional tea houses called sheikhanas are found throughout the center, offering a glimpse into local life. People sit on cushioned platforms, drink green tea, and enjoy traditional dishes in a slow and relaxed atmosphere. The mix of modern cafes and authentic tea houses shows the cultural balance of the city. At night, the city lights up with fountains, music, and gentle ambient lighting that creates a warm and elegant mood. The streets feel safe and peaceful, and the skyline is framed by distant mountains in the background. Dushanbe city center is not just the political capital, but also the cultural heart of the country, offering a perfect introduction to Tajik hospitality, tradition, and everyday life. Iskanderkul Lake is a high-altitude lake located in the far eastern part of Tajikistan, surrounded by the silent and dramatic landscapes of the Pamir Mountains. The name Iskanderkul means black lake, yet its color constantly changes with the light, sometimes deep blue, sometimes silver, and sometimes almost mirror-like under the bright mountain sun. The lake sits in a wide, open basin that feels completely isolated from the rest of the world. The air is thin and crisp, and the silence is powerful, broken only by the sound of wind across the empty plains. The surrounding mountains appear pale and almost lunar, giving the entire area a surreal and otherworldly atmosphere. There are small traditional villages near the lake, where Kyrgyz families live in simple homes and sometimes in yurts. Life here is peaceful, slow, and rooted in nomadic tradition. Travelers are often invited to sit inside a yurt, drink warm tea, and experience genuine mountain hospitality. Iskanderkul Lake is especially magical during sunrise and sunset, when the water reflects the soft pink and golden colors of the sky. It is a place that feels untouched, pure, and completely different from anywhere else on Earth. For travelers who seek quiet, raw beauty and the feeling of standing at the edge of the world, Iskanderkul Lake is one of the most unforgettable places in Tajikistan. The Murga Plateau is one of the most remote and surreal regions of Tajikistan, located in the eastern Pamirs at extremely high altitude. This vast open landscape stretches endlessly under a wide sky, with rolling desert-like plains, distant snowy peaks, and almost no sign of modern civilization. The atmosphere feels silent, powerful, and untouched, as if time has stopped here. The town of Murgab is the highest settlement in the country and serves as the heart of the plateau. It is a small community where Kyrgyz and Pamiri families live a simple mountain lifestyle influenced by both Tajik and Central Asian nomadic culture. Traditional yurts and stone houses are common, and local markets display handmade crafts and everyday mountain necessities. The landscape of the Murga Plateau looks almost Martian, with dry red earth, strong winds, and dramatic lighting that changes every hour of the day. The air is thin and incredibly pure, and the night sky is filled with millions of stars, completely free from light pollution. It is one of the best stargazing locations in the world. Travelers visit the Murgab Plateau, not for luxury but for the rawness of nature and the feeling of complete isolation. Every direction offers endless horizons and freedom, making it a dream destination for explorers, photographers, and seekers of true wilderness. Iskanderkul Lakes. Iskanderkul Lakes are peaceful, high-altitude lakes located in a remote part of the Pamir region, surrounded by wide-open mountain landscapes and untouched nature. The name Iskanderkul means green lake, and the water truly reflects deep green and turquoise shades, shifting gently with the light of the sky. The scenery is calm, pristine, and completely wild. The lakes sit in a spacious valley where the silence feels powerful. The wind moves slowly across the grasslands, and the mountains rise in soft curves on all sides, giving the area a sense of freedom and serenity. It is a place where travelers often pause in silence, simply to take in the vastness of the land. Traditional nomadic families sometimes set up their yurts near the lakes during the summer season. Visitors are often welcomed with warm tea and simple homemade food, offering a glimpse into authentic mountain life. The atmosphere is peaceful, with no crowds, no noise, and no rush, only nature and pure open space. Iskanderkul is especially beautiful during sunrise and sunset when the sky paints the mountains and water in soft pastel colors. The reflections are gentle and dreamlike, creating one of the most serene views in the Pamirs. For travelers seeking natural purity, quiet beauty, and the experience of true wilderness, Iskanderkul Lakes offer a deeply calming and unforgettable escape. Korog is a peaceful mountain city located in the heart of the Pamirs, where steep rocky slopes meet gentle rivers and quiet valley life. It serves as the cultural and emotional center of the Pamiri people, reflecting a strong sense of community, tradition, and hospitality. Despite being small, Korog has a warm and welcoming atmosphere that immediately feels comforting to travelers. The city lies along the Panj River, surrounded by tall mountains that rise sharply on all sides. Narrow streets, traditional homes, and small local markets give Korog a charming and human feel. Life here moves slowly, shaped by nature and the rhythm of the mountains. One of the most peaceful places in the city is the beautiful Korog Botanical Garden, which sits high above the town and offers panoramic views of the entire valley. It is one of the highest botanical gardens in the world and a perfect place to walk, relax, and breathe fresh mountain air. Local tea houses and open-air cafes offer traditional Pamiri food and tea, often served in shaded gardens beside flowing water. The people are kind, soft-spoken, and proud of their heritage, making visitors feel like guests rather than tourists. Korog is not just a stop on a journey. It is a cultural experience filled with calm energy, mountain beauty, and genuine human warmth. Artang Valley is one of the most wild and remote valleys in Tajikistan. Known for its dramatic landscapes, untouched nature, and strong sense of tradition, the valley feels completely isolated from the modern world, with narrow dirt roads stretching through steep cliffs, sharp rock formations, and quiet mountain villages. It is a place for true explorers who seek raw beauty and complete authenticity. The Panj River and small glacial streams flow through the valley, creating long ribbons of life in an otherwise harsh and rocky environment. Villages are rare and small, built from stone and wood, blending perfectly into the landscape. The people of Bartang live a simple but resilient lifestyle, deeply connected to the land and shaped by centuries of tradition. Their hospitality is sincere, and visitors are often welcomed with fresh bread, tea, and stories of life in the mountains. The scenery changes constantly, from narrow canyons with towering rock walls to wider open valleys with fields and apricot trees. The silence is powerful, and the night sky is filled with countless stars, untouched by city lights. Bartang Valley is more than a travel route. It is an experience of raw nature, strong culture, and human endurance. It offers a glimpse into a world where life follows the rhythm of the earth, far from noise and modern distractions. Sarazm is one of the most important archaeological sites in Tajikistan and a UNESCO World Heritage location, representing one of the oldest known settlements in Central Asia. It dates back more than 4,000 years and offers a rare window into early human civilization along the ancient Silk Road. Sarazm was once a major center of trade and culture, connecting people from present-day Tajikistan, Iran, India, and Mesopotamia. Walking through the site feels like stepping back into deep history. Excavated structures reveal ancient houses, workshops, and storage areas made of mud, brick, and stone. Archaeologists have discovered tools, pottery, and decorative objects that show advanced craftsmanship and long-distance trade connections that existed thousands of years ago. The landscape around Sarazm is peaceful, with open fields and distant mountains framing the ancient ruins. interpretive signs help visitors understand how people once lived, worked, and exchanged goods at this historic settlement. It is a quiet but powerful place that tells the story of early urban life long before modern borders existed. Sarazm is not just a historical attraction, but a reminder of how deeply rooted Tajikistan is in the history of human civilization. It is a meaningful stop for travelers who appreciate ancient culture, archaeology, and the origins of the Silk Road. Nurik Dam is one of the most impressive engineering landmarks in Tajikistan, located along the Vaksh River. It is one of the tallest dams in the world and a major source of hydroelectric power for the country. What makes Nurik Dam remarkable is not only its size but its dramatic setting among steep green mountains and deep river valleys. The surrounding landscape is scenic and peaceful, with wide blue waters forming a large reservoir that stretches far between the hills. The surface of the water reflects the mountains and sky, creating a calm and beautiful atmosphere that contrasts with the powerful force of the dam itself. Some areas around the reservoir are popular for boat rides and viewpoints that offer stunning panoramic views. Even though it is an industrial structure, Nurik Dam is often visited for its unique blend of natural beauty and human achievement. It represents the power of engineering in one of the most mountainous regions in the world, where building such a structure required great skill and determination. The area around Nurik is quiet and scenic, making it a refreshing and photogenic stop for travelers who enjoy a balance of nature and infrastructure. It is a symbol of modern development within the dramatic natural landscape of Tajikistan. Alorden Lake. Alorden Lake is one of the most stunning alpine lakes in the Fann Mountains, famous for its crystal clear water that glows in shades of deep blue and emerald. Surrounded by towering peaks and rocky ridges, the lake sits in a dramatic natural amphitheater that feels peaceful, powerful, and almost unreal in its beauty. The reflections of the snow-capped mountains and bright sky create a mirror-like surface on calm days, making Alorden Lake a dream location for photographers and nature lovers. The air is fresh and cool, and the silence of the mountains adds to the feeling of complete tranquility. The lake is reached through scenic trekking paths that pass through forests, rivers, and open meadows, gradually revealing the lake like a hidden jewel. The journey itself is as rewarding as the destination, offering constant views of rugged peaks and pure wilderness. Nomadic shepherds sometimes camp in the area during the summer season. Their presence adds a traditional and cultural touch to the landscape, giving travelers a rare insight into simple mountain life. Alorden Lake is a place for those who seek peace, natural beauty, and a deep connection with the mountains. It is one of the most iconic and unforgettable destinations in Tajikistan's highlands. Chimtaga Pass is the highest and most challenging mountain pass in the Fann Mountains. Offering some of the most dramatic alpine scenery in Tajikistan. It sits between towering peaks and glaciers, creating a rugged and powerful landscape that feels like the true roof of the region. Reaching this pass is an achievement for experienced trekkers seeking adventure and breathtaking views. The journey to Chimtaga Pass takes travelers through steep rocky slopes, high-altitude valleys, and snow-covered terrain. The air becomes thin, the light becomes sharp, and the silence of the mountains grows stronger with every step. The surrounding peaks rise like giant walls, and the sense of isolation and grandeur is overwhelming. Once at the top, the view is extraordinary. Endless mountain ranges stretch in every direction, with glaciers, ridgelines, and distant valleys unfolding like a natural masterpiece. It is a place where the raw power of nature is fully felt, far from any sign of modern life. Although challenging, the experience of standing at Chimtaga Pass is deeply rewarding. It is a moment of pure connection with the mountains, a place where the spirit of exploration is truly alive. Jisev Valley is a hidden and tranquil valley located deep in the Pamir Mountains, known for its untouched beauty and traditional mountain life. It is reached by a short trek from the main Pamir Highway and immediately feels like stepping into a quiet world where time moves slowly and nature remains pure. The valley is filled with lush greenery, flowing streams, and small natural lakes surrounded by soft mountain slopes. Traditional stone houses and simple farming terraces blend perfectly into the landscape. The scenery is peaceful and inviting, with gentle trails leading through meadows and along crystal-clear water. Life in Jisev Valley is simple and authentic. A few Pamiri families live here in complete harmony with nature, growing their own food and raising livestock. Travelers are often welcomed into their homes with tea, fresh bread, and a level of hospitality that feels heartfelt and sincere. The calm atmosphere, the sound of running water, and the strong connection between people and nature make Jisev Valley a deeply relaxing and memorable experience. It is a place for travelers who appreciate silence, culture, and authentic rural life hidden away from the modern world. Vanj Valley is one of the most lush and picturesque valleys in the Pamirs, known for its green landscapes, snowy peaks, and peaceful rural life. Unlike many rugged and dry regions of the high mountains, Vanji is filled with fertile fields, flowing rivers, and tree-covered slopes that create a refreshing and vibrant environment. The valley stretches along the Vanja River, with traditional Pamiri villages scattered across the hillsides. Stone houses, fruit orchards, and terrace farms reflect a lifestyle closely connected to nature. The people of Vanja are warm and welcoming, and their culture is rich with traditional music, stories, and hospitality. The surrounding mountains rise steeply on both sides of the valley, creating dramatic views and offering beautiful trekking routes that lead to hidden lakes and high pastures. The combination of green valleys and snow-capped peaks makes the scenery especially striking during spring and summer. Vanj Valley is ideal for travelers who enjoy peaceful landscapes, authentic local culture, and gentle exploration away from crowded tourist routes. It is a place where the beauty of nature and the kindness of the people leave a lasting impression. Saras Lake is one of the most mysterious and untouched natural wonders of Tajikistan, hidden deep in the Pamir Mountains. It was formed by a massive earthquake in the early 20th century when a huge landslide blocked the Murghab River and created a long and stunning high-altitude lake. Because it is so remote and difficult to access, Saras Lake has remained pure, quiet, and almost completely untouched by modern civilization. The water is incredibly clear and calm, stretching between steep mountain walls that rise sharply on both sides. The color of the lake shifts gently from deep blue to turquoise as the sunlight moves across the mountains. The atmosphere is silent and powerful, with nothing but the sound of wind and distant water echoing through the valley. Small Pamiri settlements exist far from the lake, where people live simple and self-sufficient lives. Their connection to the land and respect for nature is deep, and their hospitality to rare travelers is genuine and warm. Saras Lake is often described as one of the most beautiful and untouched lakes in all of Central Asia, a place for true explorers who value pristine wilderness, silence, and rare natural beauty far from the modern world. Varzab Gorge is a beautiful mountain valley located not far from Dushanbe, offering a peaceful escape into nature with rivers, waterfalls, and green slopes. It is one of the most popular natural retreats for both locals and travelers, known for its fresh air, clear flowing water, and relaxing atmosphere surrounded by the lower ranges of the Pamir Mountains. The Varzab River runs through the gorge, creating a refreshing environment with natural pools and shaded picnic areas along its banks. Small cafes, tea houses, and traditional shaykhanas are set beside the water, where visitors sit on platforms above the river and enjoy local food in a calm and scenic setting. The valley is filled with hiking trails that lead to hidden waterfalls, rocky viewpoints, and small villages tucked between the hills. In spring and summer, the slopes turn bright green, covered with wildflowers and fruit trees, making the landscape vibrant and incredibly photogenic. Varzab Gorge is perfect for short nature getaways, light trekking, and peaceful relaxation in a mountain setting. It offers a beautiful combination of accessibility and natural beauty, making it one of the most loved recreational areas near the capital. Saft Dara Ski Resort is one of the main winter destinations in Tajikistan, located in the snowy mountains near Dushanbe. It offers a modern yet peaceful environment for skiing, snowboarding, and winter recreation, surrounded by scenic alpine views and fresh mountain air. The slopes are suitable for both beginners and experienced travelers, with clean white snow covering the landscape from winter to early spring. Ski lifts, rental equipment, and cozy accommodation options make it an ideal spot for a relaxed winter holiday away from the noise of the city. Even outside the winter season, the resort area is refreshing and beautiful. Green hills, open skies, and cool temperatures create a calm atmosphere perfect for mountain hiking and quiet retreats. The surrounding scenery includes rolling meadows, high ridgelines, and distant snow-capped peaks that frame the horizon. Saft Dara offers a gentle mix of adventure and relaxation, allowing visitors to enjoy outdoor sports while being surrounded by the beauty of Tajik mountain nature. It is a great escape for those seeking clean air, calm landscapes, and a comfortable mountain experience close to the capital. Fote Hobod Pass is a high mountain pass that connects Dushanbe with the northern regions of Tajikistan. It It offers dramatic road views with winding curves, rocky cliffs, and panoramic landscapes that change constantly as the road climbs higher into the mountains. The journey through the pass is both scenic and powerful, giving travelers a true sense of Tajikistan's rugged natural beauty. The pass is often surrounded by mist or clouds, especially in cooler months, creating a mysterious and atmospheric mood. In summer, the mountains turn green with wildflowers and alpine grass, while during winter the slopes become covered in snow, adding a bright white contrast to the rocky terrain. Modern road tunnels make the route safer and more accessible, but parts of the old mountain road are still visible, showing how difficult travel once was in this region. The combination of natural grandeur and infrastructure highlights the determination required to connect Tajikistan's remote mountain regions. Hobod Pass is not just a road link, but a journey through raw landscapes that reflect the dramatic geology of the country. It is a memorable route for travelers who appreciate mountain scenery and the experience of moving between completely different regions through the heart of the highlands. Darvaz Valley is one of the most beautiful gateways into the Pamir Mountains. Where the Panj River flows between steep rocky walls and lush green slopes. It is often the first deep mountain valley travelers encounter on their journey into the highlands, offering dramatic scenery and a powerful feeling of entering a wild and ancient landscape. The valley is a blend of rugged cliffs and fertile riverside terraces, where small villages rest quietly along the water. Traditional Pamiri houses, fruit orchards, and narrow roads follow the natural shape of the land. The river is strong and fast, creating a constant sound that adds to the raw atmosphere of the valley. The mountains rise sharply above the river, sometimes so close that they form narrow natural corridors. In other areas, the valley opens into wider green spaces perfect for photography and quiet exploration. The contrast of stone, water, and greenery makes Darvaz visually striking in every season. Darvaz Valley is a beautiful transition between the lowlands and the deeper Pamirs, a place where travelers feel both the intensity of nature and the warmth of local mountain life. It is an unforgettable introduction to the wild heart of Tajikistan. Shurovsky Glacier is a striking high-altitude glacier, located deep in the mountains of Tajikistan, surrounded by sharp peaks and untouched alpine wilderness. It is a remote and powerful natural formation where the landscape is dominated by ice, rock, and silence. The air is thin and crisp, and every detail of the glacier feels raw and elemental. The glacier appears as a brilliant white mass stretching across the upper slopes, slowly carving the mountains over time. Crevasses and frozen ridges create dramatic textures on the ice surface, making it a breathtaking sight for those who venture into this extreme environment. The surrounding peaks often remain snow-covered throughout the year, adding to the feeling of entering a frozen world. The journey to the glacier involves rugged mountain trails, cold winds, and isolated terrain, which makes the experience even more memorable. It is a place where nature feels untouched and ancient, offering a powerful sense of scale and purity. Shurovsky Glacier is not just a destination, but a raw encounter with the high mountain forces that shape the Pamir landscape, leaving travelers with a deep appreciation for the wild beauty of Tajikistan. Kulikalan Lakes are a stunning group of high mountain lakes located in the Fann Mountains of Tajikistan. The name Kulikalan means big lake, yet the area contains several beautiful lakes of different sizes, each with crystal clear water reflecting the sharp peaks above. The colors range from deep blue to bright turquoise, creating a breathtaking natural scene that feels untouched and pure. The lakes are surrounded by dramatic snowy mountains and peaceful alpine meadows filled with wildflowers during the warm season. The air is fresh, the silence is soothing, and the atmosphere invites slow, mindful exploration. Many travelers describe Kulikalan as one of the most peaceful and magical places in the Fann region. Traditional shepherd camps can sometimes be seen in the area, where local families live in simple seasonal huts or yurts while tending their animals. Visitors are often greeted with warm hospitality, offered tea, and given a glimpse into the traditional mountain lifestyle. Kulikalan lakes are perfect for hiking, photography, and quiet reflection, offering some of the most dreamlike nature views in Tajikistan. The stillness of the water and the majestic mountain backdrop create a feeling of complete harmony between earth and sky.